So we working while we working. All right, so basically this what we got right here. You got apps and websites that you can take advantage of. Like I always try to tell people, earn more money, improve yourself, make yourself better by doing more for you. And with doing that, you got to take advantage of this. You literally have websites and apps that'll give you money. You can do either driving jobs, working from home, all the way down to what? You guessed it, people, surveys. You can actually do surveys and they pay you online. A lot of people don't know about these because you just don't know. And then the ones that do know, they're just not working. I mean, for instance, like this one, Upwork. Upwork, you can actually do a lot of freelance work. Some of this stuff you can do on there, you can just write content for people, writing stories for people. And they approve it, you get paid. You got to be genuine. You got to actually know what you're doing just a little bit, because basically they're putting these articles sometime in magazines, blog sites, possibly even references in books. So they actually need to be on point, don't need to be plagiarized. I mean, to a point with Chat GPT, you could actually do an AI script. But you got to make that AI script so unique, it can't be really replicated. So it'll be beneficial for you. I mean, you got people like Dolly to the point where, moving, things like not just moving people, furniture and stuff. You actually move boxes for people and stuff. They got people might have, I seen this one app, I'm going to talk about that, where they needed 50 pizzas delivered and stuff like that, just provided. Of course, we all know about these right here, like Airbnb, where all you have to do is just rent out your residence. Some Airbnbs, they still living in the house and they just rent the rooms out. That's another option that you have. If you don't want the people in your upper quarters, you have a basement that you can lock, and fully furnished basement that they could just go through the basement. Just build your pathway on the side of your house. They never have to go upstairs. To a degree, you can tell them that the kitchen is off limits. You only have the bedroom, the living room downstairs, and so forth. Or you can put a little refrigerator down there for them. It's all up to you. Depending on how you design it, is how you make the money. We all know these main first three up here, which would be DoorDash. You're looking at Instacart, and then you also got Postmates. All these are basically dealing with food. You actually take these sites and you do delivery with your car. That's something big, for the people. We already know about the driving apps that you get on, that you can drive and stuff like that. But to a degree, knowing your options, knowing what you're dealing with, that's basically what I like pushing and talking about. I mean, getting people on point. This is a big one for people that, do handyman work and got food. I mean, know how to put things together. Using this app, I used to use this app back in the day. Me and my friend, we went and did a IKEA setup. IKEA, like 3 hours to do certain things, like put tables and dressers together. Just hour and a half, 30, 45 minutes. Got a lot of background noise, sorry about that. But, working for a while I'm at work. But basically with this app, Thumbtack, you're able to get credits. And once you get these credits, you can take these credits and get the jobs. Now, me and my friend, this is the point. Me and my friend did an IKEA job. We both did the IKEA job together. It was causing for 5 hours to do the job. When me and him got there, I think the job was paying $675 or $700, something around that. Cause I know we got $350. I got $350. And so basically, the job entailed for us to take some dressers, put them together, put a bed together, put a kitchen table, entertainment center, 2 nightstands, all that totaled out about 7 hours or something, because each piece around 30 to 45, some of them was an hour. I think the dresser was the most. It was like an hour and 45 to 2 hours to put together. So until all we did, because with IKEA, you can't use electric. Everything has to be hand screwed in. So what we did was took all our drills and put them on the lowest point that we can, which is 1, and it barely twerked the screw just enough when you screwed it, just like by hand. And we were able to shoot all the screws in, put everything together, no problem, within about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. You know, a lot of the stuff was just snapping on and easy, but it was the point that we got it done in that time. And basically I was pretty much getting paid like almost, what was it, 160 something, close to that an hour, give or take, you know. But pretty much for the most part though, like I said, easy. These apps proven, you know, it's just the whole point. If you're taking the time looking at these apps, going over these apps, that's when I'm going back and forth scanning on them so you can take a look at them, go over it real slow. These apps, some of these apps I haven't heard of, some of these apps I know about, some of these apps I'm actually going to start getting into, looking more into. But mainly do your research. I'm telling you, most people who don't like a 9 to 5, don't like clocking in, and oh yeah, I will find this app. I know this app, I've heard of this app, people talked about this app, to where you can do part-time, to where you clock in and set your own hours, own schedules for your job. Let's say if you don't want to work on Mondays and Tuesdays, you can go and work at a restaurant. Let's say Wendy's might need an extra worker on Thursday. You can go clock in the hours on Thursday from 8 to 4, or you can clock in hours from 8 to 12. You set your own time, you set your own schedule, and from my understanding, if I'm not mistaken, you get paid same day. Of course, it's a fee for doing it, but you know, to the end of the week, you can cash out on the app for lesser charge, lesser fees. But I'm gonna get back to you on that. But until then, you know what I always say, we here and we gone.